Hey everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I've had a really interesting last couple of days, to say the least. But I wanted to go live to say hey to you guys, see what you guys really think of Cecil's last, if you've seen it, his last latest live. This bizarre shit. Yeah, Stewie, they caught me doing my karate in the field. Man, that motherfucker, he took a scene right out of like the Karate Kid or Cobra Kai or something. What a fucking joke, dude. Cecil has really turned himself into quite a lolcow. A bunch of bullshit, Witchy. He says he's a black belt in the arts of karate. Yeah, I just got that community page. It's been great. It's been a great addition to the Shredder family. It's a great way for me to document Cecil's work in his own words. So anybody who follows this page doesn't have to hear it from my ugly mug. They can go right over to his videos and hear it from him, Cecil the Lolcow. But yeah, he says that somebody caught him doing. He was apparently doing like certain karate moves in a field, and somebody just some karate master happened to see him doing this and said, "Oh, what beautiful form you have." And so then Cecil began a journey to get his black belt in the fine arts of martial arts, and apparently won a bunch of titles and knocked people's noses to the back of their heads. And he's just an amazing martial artist, but he's never talked about it before. Cecil, that's a movie called The Karate Kid, you dumbass. I could just picture Cecil. I can just picture Cecil, 4'0" doing the crane move behind a dumpster, behind a fucking Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. And some creepy ass old homeless man's like, "Oh, little boy, come to my gi, come to my dojo." And Cecil spun that into he was a world-class black belt. Yeah, he watched Cobra Kai. I mean, come on, man. It's crazy because on one hand, the shit that we talk about with Cecil is so fucking serious. It's no laughing matter. It's criminal, okay? But then on the other hand, he's such a low. You can't help but to laugh. Yeah, there's my brother. Dude, I don't know if I can show you guys this. I'm gonna try to. Can you guys see my leg? Could you guys see that? My leg's in a it's in a brace right now. I just got out of the ER. Well, last night I got out of the ER. Let me try to show you again. I don't know, but it's in a brace. I was afraid I had like an infection or something in my leg, because I'm always like on my knees and up and down in all these like dirty ass bathrooms, remodeling, you know, working on bathtubs and installing toilets and all kinds of nasty stuff. So it's nothing for me to get to like cut my leg or cut my knee. It happens all the time. But my knee swelled up really bad, and the pain was like, the pain's very bad, like a 10. And but I never really rested it. I just worked through it. Was hobbling all around these last like 5 days. But 2 days ago, Friday night, I got off work, and the rest of my leg started swelling. So I was like, oh, I better do something. So I went to the ER. They took a bunch of blood and ran some tests. Thank God it's not an infection. It's just simply bursitis caused by repeated injury to the knee. So I have to wear this compression cast until the swelling goes down. So it wasn't that serious, but I mean, it looked bad and it felt bad. So I'm glad I went. Yeah, it was from I'm lying. It was from Cecil karate kicking me in the shin. You know I'm lying. It's crazy, man. Stewie, in Cecil's head, he is a real bad motherfucker. I mean, he thinks he's really bad, man. He says he's punching people's noses to the back of their heads. But on a different note, with that latest video, he says some really disturbing shit in there. Apparently, him and his brothers used to couch rape. They used to hump the crack of the couch cushions when they were like 4 and 5 years old. So I think that's where Cecil learned his sleep humping moves. Yeah, Marcy, check out my community page. I got there's a post on my community page called Family Tradition. If you click on it, it'll take you over to where Cecil talks about fucking the crack of his couch. I know. Yeah, and then you can imagine it's probably his mom sitting down on that couch, or his people come over to visit sitting on the couch, and they just get like all that on them. You know his dirty ass didn't clean it up. They're all deranged. They're all sick in the head. But he's so full of shit. He's still so full of shit, guys. He claims me and my brother went over. He says that we tracked down that guy that he was sniffing them panties with. He said that we tracked that guy down, and tried to get him to like come on our channels or something like that. He does say that he doxes that guy's name in that live, and I want to get that named because I really seriously would love to reach out to him on Facebook and get the real story about what happened with that, because I have a feeling, and I know for sure it's not the way Cecil's describing it. Cecil got charged with felonies for a reason. They just don't hand out felonies with no evidence. Don't work like that. Nope. The judge ain't gonna give you, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know people get falsely accused and things like this, but to give somebody such a specific charge in prison time, trust me, they had evidence against him. Exactly which he described himself to a T. And think about it, guys, it fits his MO. This is what he does with all of us. Whenever he talks about any of us, he's describing himself. So when he's talking about this old employer, he's really giving up what he did. Oh, but it's a classic live that he did. He takes his shirt off and shows off his six-pack and all of his muscles, and there's a lot of good little clips on my community page if you guys are interested in watching any of it. I'm on my way to volunteer right now. I volunteer. It's a library. In this library, they're doing a like a YouTube live, and well, the rest of them are. I'm not, because I'm so busy. I'm probably not going to be able to make when they do go live, so they're going to have me pre-record what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to give them like a 15-minute recording talking about the library and the different books and all this and the history of it and stuff, and then they're gonna live stream, but then they're gonna play my recorded segment, I guess. Man, I'm on a really bumpy road here. It feels like I'm driving through Iraq. RV, I think you and me should we should plan on doing a panel sometime soon. Shit, now that I got that guy's name, maybe I will reach out to him and let him know what's being said about him by Cecil, and maybe I will see if he'll do an interview on a panel or something. Kind of give him a chance to clear up the lies Cecil's been saying. You got it, brother. We'll talk. We'll talk off stream and hammer out the details. I think it'd even be cool if we got on panel and people could maybe they could come in and join, whoever would like to, and maybe we could play that last live stream he did and just kind of go piece by piece. He definitely got fired. Yeah, did he says he quit that job, right? RV, but he definitely got fired. Is that the one he said he recently quit? The painting job? Yeah. Watch that video he did, you guys, because he talks about it. He talks about how they were sniffing panties. He said that Cecil caught that guy red-handed, and somehow Cecil knows it was a little girl's panty drawer, and the guy was sticking them down his pants. And Cecil watched this happen. I ain't buying that bullshit. How would you know the age of the person, those that owned that underwear? How would you know that that was a little girl's room unless you were in there and physically grabbing them yourself? That's what I mean. Some of the shit that he does is so fucking serious. It's criminal. And then some of the other stuff he does, I gotta laugh at it because he's so fucking goofy. He was the one that was arrested, not the old employer. That's right, RV. He did time. But if you watch his older videos, if you watch Cecil's older videos, he claims that that he took the fall for this guy because this guy had a family. So we can already see Cecil's changing stories again like he always does. Nothing has ever been his fault, you guys. Think about it. Anything he's ever been accused of, it's always been somebody else. And I've talked about this before. The panties, it wasn't him. Anytime he gets fired from a job, it's somebody else's fault. His confession video, it was Rosie's fault. It was the little girl's fault. Um, all this stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot. I can't even remember it all right now. But it's all, I try to document this stuff. Yeah, and that's another fact too that's not spoken of enough. He will show up to your kids' houses. If he went to the mom, if he went to the mom, look, if something was going on like that, Cecil, you should have got the fuck away from the situation. Even though it never happened the way you said it did. But what somebody else would do, if something ever like that happened, they would separate themselves from that situation. You never did that. You let this go on for more than a year if in fact it happened the way that you said it did. You're the one that kept putting yourself back in that situation. It's nobody's fault but yours. You were, look, I know you were 18. You say you were 16 and that these girls were 8, 9, and 10. So By your logic, it went on for over a year. Okay. And even at 16, think about that age difference, Cecil. That's still enough to be charged as an adult. It happens every day. People get charged as an adult. Um, but if it started, think about this, Cecil. Now, this is by your logic. If it started when you were 16 years old and it happened for over a year, longer than that, you were 18 years old by the time that you even, by the time you got caught by Rosie, you would be 18 years old. So these girls were abused for a long period of time by you. And this is by your words, your admission, and the evidence and testimonies that you've put out on yourself. The confession video is just what sparked everybody's. It's what got Cecil on everybody's radar was his confession video, and that's exactly right, RV. That's why we are still on his ass because it's so much stuff. It's so if it was just a confession video, look, he's already been canceled. Nobody's ever over on his channel anymore. If it was simply just that confession video, I don't know. We've already canceled him. Would it be worth still talking about this guy? I don't know. But it's a lot more than that. But the confession video plays an important role to this whole thing because it's an easy primary source of evidence that we can send people to hey, check this video out. This is what this guy's about. And it's just a great piece of primary evidence. Right, Witchy, right. You don't, yeah. Sex crimes are taken very seriously. Um, you can be underage and still be a child molester. Of course. It makes no sense the way you say it. You say these things, Cecil. It makes no sense. So you're saying if two kids are 11 and 12 years old, and one's forcing themselves on the other one, you're saying that that's nothing? I love you guys. I got to get in here. Thanks for coming on. Check out the new community page. I just got it 3 or 4 days ago. So we're going to have some fun with that. There's going to be a lot of exposure going on the Shredder community page. I join you to come be a part of the conversation. Um, the nice thing about it is it doesn't have to be my words. I can direct you right over to his content, and you can hear it for yourselves. I love you too. I love you all. You guys are all awesome. I look forward to talking to you guys every time I come on here. The way he said it to me in person was, we were children exploring our bodies. Are you somebody that knows Cecil? You worked with him. What? Okay, okay. Welcome. So, what's your stance on all this? Where did you work with him at? Welcome. I wish I would have known this at the beginning of this live. I would have been talking to you a lot more. I'm going to direct you. I'm going to direct you over to my brother. Get in a conversation with the RV. I would love to talk to you more. Let's get talking. Um, if you're interested too, if I would love to have a conversation with you if you're comfortable with that. If not, welcome to the channel. Um, we're happy to have you here. But there's been an investigation going on against Cecil, and any information that we can have to help bring justice to his victims and to help inform people about this guy, we're very grateful. We understand over here that people don't want to get implicated with him. We understand that, but you don't have to. Um, you can put that on me. You can put you can put that on me. Um, yeah, well, I appreciate you being here. Would you be able? Do you feel comfortable saying where you worked with him at, or how long ago you worked with him? Exactly. Ideal. So basically, guys, we have a past co-worker of Cecil's in here, and that's what I'm talking. That's who I'm talking to right now. It's been like 4 months. Okay. 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 Well, listen, you're a friend here. Um, please stick around, my friend. Please stick around. There's something not right with this guy. Um, he goes through countless jobs. He's been fired from warehouses before for bringing guns to work and scaring other employees. Yeah, I believe it, buddy. It's because he has a guilty conscience. He has a guilty conscience. But listen, bud, I don't want to put you on the spot too much. It would be easy for me to do that because I love exposing this guy. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I don't want to I just don't want to put you on the spot right now. So let's get in a conversation. Thank you so much for coming in, and we're gonna talk soon. I wish I didn't have to go right now, but I do. I love you all. We'll talk soon.